Welcome to Behind the Claw. We are going to be picking up where we left off last week. These guys last week they have climbed to the top of the volcano or extinct volcano question mark called Mount Salbari, and they are after a ship, the Interspace Interstellar Scout Service basically told them that somewhere on Wolston, the planet they are on, is a ship called that goes by the name HighnDry. It was a Scout Service logistics craft in the form of an A2 Hero class far trader, and these guys were offered basically two options. They can take a contract and operate the ship for 2 years, at the end of which it would then go back into the pool, or they could go ahead and purchase it outright. This ship is old. When I say old, in the range of like 150 years old. And so if they want to buy it at a vast discount, that is an option as well. Anyways, they have gone to Alston, climbed to the top, and found that it was in the middle of the crater at the top of this extinct volcano. And part of it too is that the minister of the government of Walston said, you know, hey, if you guys are going up there, could you complete the mission that the previous crew was hired to do? And they were given some electronic scanning equipment. Essentially, he wants them to scan Mount Salbari and put to rest any horror stories or rumors that the mountain is becoming active again, because there have been some earthquakes in the region that has caused some concern. Maybe even some minor damage, but nothing. It's nothing like what you would see in Los Angeles, for example. It's not that bad. And so they have made it up here. They have swam across the lake that is found at the center of the volcano, and are now on the little island at the center. And in the climb up Mount Salbari, I almost left this out. Audrey fell, breaking several ribs. Audrey's kind of messed up. She then got bit by a bunch of rabid locusts, and so yeah, Audrey's hurting. They first aid has been performed, and Audrey's ribs are wrapped, compression wrapped, and so she's a whining verger. But right where we left off, whoever the crew was of this ship beforehand, we already know that they're a bunch of jerks. They extended that jerk attitude towards the vessel, because a lot of components have been ripped out of the ship and strewn around the beach of this little island that they're on, and it's quite evident that the ship is going to need some repairs and TLC, getting her back into a working ship, class. They're not at this point. They're not even certain that it would be able to take off, and so they're kind of looking around the beach at all the components that are laying about, and they hear a deep, low growl coming from the bushes. Everybody, go ahead and give me a Recon plus intellect check.
Recon plus.
Wow. Those are
I'm hiding in a bush because I'm naked.
Clanker's the real savior.
I would say that you were just getting started, getting dressed when this growl came. You might have one leg into your pants. And Clanker turns and is pointing. Clanker is pointing his two Stolly pistols at the bush and says, "Sir, I detect movement and a dangerous animal," and he says that it is a Tencher's. He believes it to be a Tencher's wolf, and he points this out to everybody. And kind of crawling out from under the brush, almost like on a belly crawl, is this? Well, I'm not gonna candy coat it. It is an ugly space dog.
The worst kind of space
I,
dog.
mean, I remember the first time that we played through this, they didn't have a picture of the space dog. And the first time I played through this, we were all like, "Oh, cool dog, take it on as pet." And now they have a picture, and I'm like, I don't know. This thing is probably about the size of a uh, Irish Wolfhound, so it's not a small dog. And this is what it looks like. It is a plain fugly dog.
That is not a dog.
Looks more like a camel.
Right. So Tencher's wolf, a Tencher's wolf is. I mean, you guys, you see it, you immediately know what it is. Kind of like Terran dogs or house cats, which have exploded and are pretty much found on every habitable planet across charted space. The Tencher's wolf is probably not quite as widespread as the Terran varieties of canine, but it is well known, and they are frequently domesticated by a number of people. So, a lot of times you'll find them as guard animals for anything from government offices or police forces, even to organized crime, things like that. So this it has a collar on, so it was clearly domesticated, and but I mean, immediately looking at this thing, you can see that it is a bit emaciated. It looks like it's been here for a while, and but it is anytime one of you moves towards the ship, not necessarily towards the components that are on the beach, but anytime anybody gets within, say, 3 meters of the airlock door, this thing growls. But it is keeping low to the ground, like it's acting like it is both trying to do its job of guarding the ship and acting a bit submissive at the same time because it is starving. And Audrey would see this immediately.
Oh, okay. Well, Audrey wants to offer it some food.
Okay.
I hide in the bush.
Audrey read my mind.
So Audrey, you pull out some rations. I'm sure that you have beef jerky and whatever's in a foil pack in your rations, and offer it. Go ahead and give me an animal handling plus well, is it social? That's a good question. Let me.
Animals?
Think maybe education.
Yes, it would be animals handling. Would it be? Maybe not. Maybe not. So handling is, they're claiming, is simply for riding a trained animal. Just go and give me 2D plus your social. You can, if you have persuade, go ahead and add persuade to it, and you get to add a +4 because you are offering food.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oops, I did that incorrectly.
Well, you got a 6.
There we go.
Yeah. 5. We'll take the first roll. 11. Oh, I see where the problem happened. So you got a 12 on the first roll. So yeah, you hold out some of the food from your ration pack, and this thing kind of lets out a whine and kind of it gets up off the ground and kind of trots over. You guys can count the ribs on this thing. It is clearly what has been chewing at whatever the ration packs were. And what is it basically tore open these foil packs and ate what was inside, and then it ran out of those. aside from the ration packs, about the only thing that you have occasionally seen are these small birds. But they're not of any. You haven't seen enough of them, and they're not of any size that are going to feed this large animal. This large, I questionably call it a dog. There's just not enough of them, and so it immediately takes the food from Audrey, and it just kind of sits itself down like, okay.
Now what are we doing?
Yeah, or is there more? And it's sitting next to Audrey. So you have
Audrey,
put clothes
if
on.
you, oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm just trying to put my clothes on, but I say what I said in chat where these idiots have a guard dog apparently.
they did.
That they left behind. It's
Yeah,
looks like it's starved to death.
They clearly cared greatly about it.
Yet another reason to put a ghost round into each and every single one of them when we find them.
Right,
But
I'm
for now,
assuming we even do, you know.
We'll find them one way or another.
Oh yeah, you dedicated? All right.
he's
I'm
ready
now
for it.
angry. They've mistreated a dog. Nope. I love dogs.
Time for them to die.
So
All right. I mean,
you have all
I'm gonna try to slowly inch my way towards the airlock while it seems to be distracted with Audrey.
okay. Wow, it's actually a pretty good guard dog. It's got recon 2.
oh wow, that's better
Yeah,
than some of us, if I recall.
So it's sitting next to Audrey, and it immediately turns and looks towards Orion, and kind of lets out a low growl, but not like, it's more like a warning growl. It's not an imminent, I'm going to attack
More of
you.
I spotted you type.
Yeah, I see what you're doing kind of growl.
I'll just kind of put my hands up and just kind of bow down a little bit and step away from it.
So you have this Tensur's wolf who clearly is a guard dog. I mean, it knows its job is to guard this ship. You also, the airlock door is closed, and nobody has gone up to mess with the airlock door as of yet.
Also true.
Are we trying to be nice this thing or just kill it and be done with it?
I'd prefer to at least get it out of here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to kill it.
If nothing else, it seems to be a pretty good guard dog. We can use a
adopt
guard
it
dog on the ship.
and use it as our guard dog.
Yeah, we
I
got
have
room
a
on our
guard
ship.
dog next to me at the robot that never needs to sleep.
That's
Yeah, but
well, he
at the
needs to
same time,
recharge every so often.
Well, yeah, okay, it has to stand in the sunlight.
And wait, they're not always sunlight in space, right?
The back of Clanker, you open it up, and there's like 42 18650 lithium-ion batteries in there. Damn it! I only have 2 charging ports on my charger. This is going to take forever. Audrey, go ahead and give me, in this case, I mean, you can make an animal's training plus intellect check. It likes Audrey,
Okay.
so I'll give you. You
Animals.
can make that with a boon. So roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
Okay. Animals. Intellect. With a boon. Now,
Oof.
got 5.
So it's interested in your food, but it's not. It likes you because you have food.
Mhm.
It's kind of like a feral cat, but it is not kind of. It's not to any kind of point where it's going to obey or consider you guys its new owners, kind of situation.
Hey, Casmi and Orion, come here real quick. I need to show you something.
Okay.
all right.
And when you two get close, I pull out a small body pistol I have. I said, this thing has tranks. Knock this fucker out. We can deal with it later. if you don't want to just shoot its head off.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have a stunner too. Again, what?
Mine's in sticky and stacky body pistol. It shoots drugs, lethal or non-lethal, depending.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, yeah, I could probably dose it. But again, I say, Captain, what kind of like weird space wizard from from the Space Wizard Empire are you? Like, don't you have like some sort of space wizard dog calming spell? I'm saying this entirely in character, by the way.
I'm not some fucking
Is that a thing?
wizard. I mean, there are parts of psionics and some Jodani who are psionic and are able to do different types of psionic stuff, but not me personally.
Meh.
I
Once again,
mean,
I was a diplomat for 20-something years.
I mean, theoretically, I want to say, and let me double check. I want to say that suggestion would work.
I mean, like don't just entirely out of character. I have telepathy, and I'm pretty sure telepathy can be used to calm down an animal. But I don't want to steal the captain's thunder here.
Well, first off, I am like short on psi points because I remember I did a bunch of teleporting.
That's true. He did 2 teleports,
Yep.
so that's going to be fairly
I was out
draining.
for that.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
be fairly draining.
Yeah, you're also talking to me while I'm naked currently.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why he's naked. But you were right. At the point, I would say that telepathy would work. Essentially, you can bend the emotions of the creature. That would only cost 1 psi point. In addition to that, I mean, for 3 psi points, I don't see why suggestion wouldn't work. Like, you could suggest that we're all okay kind of thing, you know what I mean, and keep it simple. But I really think animals would respond better to telepathy than they would a telepathic suggestion, simply because they're more emotion based. Or
Okay, so I mean, I'll give that a shot. So I kind of take a look at the dog and try to psi whammy it, and apparently get bug scars. Apparently, okay, cool.
there we
Just call
go.
me Casimir, the dog whisperer,
You and the wolf are one.
right? Oh God.
So that is a +7 effect. So that is a critical success. Yeah. So Casimir uses telepathy on the Tencher's wolf, and it gets up, and now it seems like its mood has just immediately elevated, and it's not nearly as cautious, and it comes up, and it's like sniffing and licking palms and getting to know everybody, and it seems like it's happy-go-lucky. It's even, does this thing have a tail? I mean, it is. I think it
I
does.
couldn't tell.
I couldn't really tell because it's sitting down. This is a fucking ugly dog. So yeah, so I mean, it acts like a dog that's known you guys. Like its mood shifted instantly. Like it just suddenly, okay, you guys are my friends, kind of thing, and is happy to let you do whatever you want to do.
Casimir, you're gonna feed it, and you're picking up its poop.
I don't want it. No. I say no. If Audrey wants it, like Audrey can keep it. I don't.
Can we keep that?
I mean, Casimir says. I mean, sure. Well, Casimir says. I'm gonna point out that strictly speaking, all of us are homeless now. We don't have a ship, but I mean, when we recover that or get the other one, I mean, I don't have any issues against an animal on board.
You guys are gonna get like you're gonna get like a little kid wading pool, fill it with kitty litter, and that'll be its litter box in the cargo hold.
One of y'all are gonna take care of it if we're keeping it. Is all I'm saying.
I'll take care of it.
There you
I'll
go.
help.
All right.
All right.
The collar that it's wearing, for anybody that's in it, does have a tag on it. It seems like the tag that this collar and this tag may have been there from when they purchased the dog. And it's just a basically like a serial number that you would see in like a breeder's kennel. It doesn't even have a name listed. It's just a identification number.
I bet the sons of bitches didn't even give him a name.
How do you know it's a boy?
It's between the
Oh,
rear
silly.
legs.
Well,
Well, I
mean,
guess in that case, Audrey. I mean, what are you going to call it?
you got a 50-50 chance. It is a boy. Yes, it's
Okay.
quite obvious that it's a boy.
Okay,
Is it normal
Audrey
for
says
Bard
their
to
name is
have-
Tom.
Tom.
Pets.
A dog named
okay.
Tom.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think that's a pretty terrible name, but all right, sure, it's your dog now.
Hey, someone named me Orion. How cliche is that?
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Audrey, the dog-faced girl, now has a pet dog.
Yes.
That does not look like a dog.
That does. Yeah,
Nothing-
yeah. I mean,
Dog is generous.
yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Looks
dog.
like a mix between a xenomorph, a deep sea anglerfish, and maybe a llama.
Or a dog that got into a fight with a running lawnmower and is now in serious need of plastic surgery. I mean, it is. Whew. So,
Yeah.
It's our
so
mascot now.
yeah, it's wandering around, kind of following each of you, wanting to know, what you're doing, and wants to be a part of the group. You're on a beach strewn with consoles and components and electronic pieces from the interior of the ship, and you have a closed airlock door.
Right. Let's do something about it. By the way, Captain, can you put like clothes on? By the way.
Yes. Look, I'm putting the rest of my clothes on.
Jersey
right now.
got dressed now.
So while Captain Zersey's getting his drawers on, what are you going to do about this airlock?
Well, I'm no electronic specialist, but I know a little bit about it, and with these new eyes, I can at least see if it's still functional. Might just need
Don't
a
blow
bypass
up
to get it
the
open.
What you can immediately see with your eyes, there seems to be no, there's like no electronic, or there's no electromagnetic transmissions coming from the door. You're not detecting any electromagnetic transmissions coming from the ship at all. You're not even detecting any trace amounts of radiation other than the background radiation that you would normally find on the planet.
Okay, so
It seems to
the
be
ship is not powered down. It's completely
Exactly.
powered down.
exactly, and whatever backup batteries were maybe there are either missing or are also
On the shoreline now.
Yeah, they might be on the shore, or taken to be sold for their copper wiring inside, so that they can go buy their drugs. But yeah, they're not doing anything. The power plant seems to be completely powered down.
It looks like we're going to need to take a manual approach with this. I've got a basic training of mechanics in the Marines. But
Yeah,
make
I
me
also
rubber
got-
and probably a cutting torch.
Yeah, I also got only the basics.
Sure.
Um,
If you guys want to help one another, we can. I always, for some reason, forget what they call this. Probably help if I was on the right page.
Task chain, I think it is.
That's the one, task chain. And the help action is a common one. But yes, you can both. Who is helping?
I have a net. I have a net of +1 because due to my cybernetic implant.
Okay.
So
And I just have mechanic 0.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
you would probably
And
be
Audrey said
the.
she was helping too.
Okay.
Audrey has mechanic 0. Oh, and Audrey has the laser cutter.
Clanker can
okay.
help. He has mechanic 3.
mechanic 3. Okay, well then
Oh,
then let's have Clanker do it, and we'll assist Clanker.
okay.
Okay, so in this case, yeah. Well, that wasn't really any help for assistance.
Nope.
But Clanker goes up to
Doesn't
the
need our help.
Clanker goes up to the door and he one of his fingers, like the second finger, comes out and it is a cutting torch, and he kind of puts it right up against the seam where the door goes in, and he cuts just a small little 1-inch line, and then grabs the door and just wrenches it open. And he tells you, he says, I apologize, sir. The door was mechanically locked. I had to cut through the locking mechanism. This door cannot be locked again until it is repaired.
Thank you, Clinker.
The inner airlock door is open, and this is the interior of HighnDry. Now, and of whoops, man, now I'm gonna have to create a token for that dog. Oh well. I didn't think that far ahead. So we've got Clanker kind of steps on in. And this door is open. Now, the one thing, these deck plans look fairly nice and neat, and that is not the truth of the matter at all. Instead, the interior is much like the beach outside, and is just hideously a wreck. There are wires, bundles of wires hang from the ceiling, kind of hanging out loose from maintenance ducts inside. There is partially unhooked components kind of hanging out of their mountings. This place is just a complete wreck.
All right.
Hold on,
Quick security clear.
I am going to fix this. I'm going to fix this right now.
I wouldn't fix it because remember I have new tokens and stuff for whenever I get my new clothes.
Yeah.
But
But, oops.
Let me refresh, actually. Real
yeah,
quick.
you might need the refresh. Roll20's been acting
Awesome.
weird lately.
Nope, still not done. Well, let me.
There. That should.
Nope.
You know what? I'm going to fix all of these right now. Just get this out of my way.
Well, while he's fixing it, I'm gonna say that me and Clanker, maybe Audrey, can try to see what the engine and stuff look like. While
Okay.
you two kill any crew members that are alive in here.
I doubt anybody's
Gladly.
alive in here. This place appears to be dead, but
We can at least make sure there's nothing crawling around in here.
yeah. So
Still.
let's.
You still have some psi.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Give me a sec. I say, as I attempt to sense life, and sense life, I just find out. I think I need like a 4-up. Oh yeah, I succeed again. Good rolls today.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I mean, I sense life. I try to like sort of focus and ignore everything outside the ship because I assume if I sense life like on the beach and in the water, I'm just gonna get overwhelmed. So.
Right. Give me just a second. Almost done here. Wow. Orion's was the only one that wasn't. Wow. Why are there so many cast members?
Oh, that's because I thought like I could. Yeah. But yeah, I can control him now.
Yes. Okay. I was like, wow, that is a lot of cast members.
I learned the duplicate power clearly.
Yeah. That's all correct. Just to make sure. There we go. They should all be fixed for the foreseeable future. I will disable grid mapping or grid snapping. There we go. All right. So who's going to engineering?
Audrey wants to go to the power plant.
Okay.
Me, Audrey, and Clank are going to go to the power plant and the fuel
Mhm.
processing area.
Okay.
I will do my most brave captain face and hide behind Clinker to make sure that whatever jumps out attacks him first.
So scanning the ship with your psionics, you don't. The ship is bereft of anything dangerous. You find numerous insects, cockroaches, things like that. There might be a rat here and there in the cargo hold, but aside from that, that's it. There's nothing else.
Alright, so I'll just radio the team, be like, I mean, nothing living, and there shouldn't be anything mechanical on here, anything like powered on here because there's no power. So,
Audrey,
Yeah.
Clanker, and Zerzy, you make your way back. This door here, you had to use the emergency manual crank to open this because it is a iris valve. Make your way through the cargo hold. The cargo hold is empty. These two side cargo bay doors, you note, and this is an important thing to note, is that they are just doors. They're not airlocks. So if either of these doors is open, the cargo hold is open to vacuum if you're in space. That's something to keep in mind. And once again, this door had to be manually opened, allowing Audrey access into the power plant. And this door had to be manually opened, that Clanker opened, that gets you back into the maneuver drive section of the engineering room. 10. 9. Oh, maneuver drive and jump drive is back here. So, Audrey, you're messing around with the power plant. What are you wanting to bring her online?
Oh, well, do diagnostics first.
That's a
Make
good
sure
idea.
it's good to be turned on.
Go ahead and
So
give
we
me.
don't all explode.
Go ahead and give me an engineering plus, engineering power plus intellect or education check. Your choice.
Can Clanker assist her?
Clanker can assist.
Okay, so he just rolls engineering also?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, for the first time.
Ooh.
Well, I would say that running diagnostics is a routine check. Audrey's not familiar with this particular type of drive. Clanker goes over, and now I need to look at Clanker real quick. Clanker has a wireless data link.
Is a Starship engineering toolkit, if that helps?
No, I was looking to see if he can just directly plug in, but there's no power to the computer system anyways. But he finds he's able to essentially turn on. He doesn't fire up, he doesn't start the reactor, but it does have an emergency battery. Every reactor has one that will power the diagnostic system so that it can begin its diagnostics. He finds this switch and he turns it on. A full diagnostic, because it is cold, a full diagnostic of the fusion plant is going to take approximately 6 hours. Now, that 6 hours would be a lot shorter if the battery backups were actually operating and that the computer core was actually able to function. As it is, it's basically the the power plant manufacturer's little diagnostic system that is once the power plant is usually running and there's batteries available, it just doesn't. Nobody uses it anymore, right? So this is what he's having to use, and that's why it's going to take so long.
Is he able to like plug into it to use some of his battery to help it?
His battery's not near enough, and
Okay.
and even if he were able to do it, he wouldn't have enough juice to power up the core, the computer core.
Okay.
What is Orion and Casimir doing?
I guess we're setting up the sensors.
Okay.
Well, Zerzy
No.
asked first that we bring in the stuff from outside. So
Okay.
Well, if it's gonna take 6 hours of diagnostic, me and Clanker can start dragging shit in. Because in case something happens, we need to seal the ship up. I'd rather have all the stuff inside already, so we can still work on it.
Okay.
yeah, the bone locust sucked.
Yes.
Where
right.
where are you putting all the stuff?
The cargo hold.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I mean,
cargo
it's
hold for
empty.
now.
Okay. So, all right. So you guys essentially spend the next 6 hours basically doing manual labor. Now, of course, Audrey is going to be kind of stuck back here in the engineering department. She's not going to be able to do a whole lot of manual labor. It basically hurts her to walk because of these broken ribs and everything else. She was pretty screwed up. And so it takes you a while, but you are able to find most of these components and bring them in. Of these components, most of them are, if you can figure out where they go, most of these are able to be plugged back in. You do note that there are a couple of systems or perhaps components that they look like they've been taken apart for something valuable inside, and those systems will no longer function. But in that time, in that 6 hours, you were able to get these parts back in. The power plant comes back at the end of the 6 hours with a report basically stating that the power plant is 5x5. It is perfectly operational.
Oh, good.
The fuel tanks it is registering are only half full. So even if this thing could take off now and jump, if it was capable of jumping, it wouldn't be able to do a full J2 like it normally would. For one, and for two, it probably wouldn't even be able to do a J1 because some of this fuel is going to be used in order to bring the reactor back online. But it comes back with a whole bunch of green checks. Power can be turned on.
Okay, Audrey turns it on.
Okay.
Oh, and
Audrey,
also, Casimir and Orion said they set up the sensors for the volcano stuff during
Right.
the time.
so
Yeah, once we pulled everything in.
Oh yeah, the survey mission.
So these sensors essentially, Casimir and Orion, these sensors are essentially on a tripod. And the general idea, and let me bring us back over to the crater map. The general idea is... I didn't ask you to do that. Why did you do that? There we go. The general idea is that you set these things up in various locations, and ideally, the minimum amount that you want to set up would be 3, and it's going between those 3. It's going to triangulate an area, and it's going to give you a detailed scan of that area. Now, the longer that they're there, the more of a detailed scan it will come in. The downside of this is that the the survey equipment that you were given is going to take an inordinate amount of time. If you were able to get the power, the power plant is going to be turned on. If you were able to get the sensors back online on HighnDry, you could feed that sensor data into the sensors on HighnDry and do it in half the time. Much shorter.
Well, I believe I have something or other. I have. Fuck. Oh no, it's comms. Never mind. I don't have sensors. I have comms. Oh well.
Well, that still gives you
I have sensors,
electronic
though.
zero.
Well, yeah.
Electronics.
Yeah, there is that, but it's okay.
And I do have electronic sensors one.
Oh well, okay. Then I'll assist,
There you
and
go.
you do the manual.
Okay, so
And I was keeping an eye out for hotspots during our climb up, so I try to focus those areas.
as Audrey, as the power plant comes online, lights start coming on. There are the pops and sizzles and sparks of various live wires that have been made bare by their missing components within the ship. Audrey, you are starting to get down here in engineering. Of course, you are starting to get a kind of a better picture of the condition that HighnDry is in. And the first thing, of course, that comes up is classification and stats of the vessel. Let me find it. Here she is. ISS is S001642-C. Pretty typical hero class far trader. To be noted is that the ship has no weapons. It doesn't even have turrets installed. But it does have 2 points, 2 turret points, where weapons could be installed, or hard points, I guess. If you want to install weapons that only shoot in one direction, you could do that. But turrets are a much better option. Now, it is stated in the engineering computer that essentially this ship was not 150 years ago. It was not built as an A2 hero class. It was modified from a Beowulf class free trader into its current classification. That's not really that unusual. Modern ships, like if you were to go and purchase one brand new, the A2 can be bought with this package directly off of the manufacturer's floor. But 150 years ago, they started to convert over a lot of the Beowulf class into the A2. And that's what had happened with this.
With Captain Zersey's idea of scrapping the sensors and using them as parts that we might not have with us otherwise, would we still be able to get the data that we would need from the ship sensors once those were back up online?
So what do you mean by scrapping the sensors? Which sensors? The ship sensors or the survey sensors that you were given?
The survey sensors. So like some of the components that might have gotten scrapped.
No, you would have to use them in tandem in order to get the information that you're required.
Ah, okay.
So
then,
that's the one downside. This is it's even though it is a part of the Scouts logistics service, it only has civilian grade sensors in it. But it still has a much further reach than the survey sensor, basically suitcase sized sensor package that you were given. So
gotcha.
I mean, if it was an actual
speed it up, but not replace it.
Yeah, if this was an actual Suleiman class scout ship, then yeah, I mean, all you'd have to do is, fire up its sensors, and you could probably get as much information or more just from the ship sensors. But that's not the case here.
Gotcha. I'll radio back to Zerzy that we need the geosensors for the data, and I'll start setting them up with Casimir's help.
All right, I am going to open a notepad for this because we are going to make some rolls, and specifically, and we're going to make 8 rolls. Who wants to make the first, let's see. Roll, whoever wants to can roll 2D. Let's see what you get.
I feel reasonably lucky. Okay.
11.
Nice. I think.
Not bad, not bad.
So this is actually a really good roll. So you've in the course of trying to once you get the survey sensors set up and you're you've brought all the crap back in and piled it into the cargo hold, kind of poking around the bridge, you find sensor logs, or not sensor logs, ship's logs, and the ship's logs note that the ship, this particular ship, HighnDry, it's had that name for a while, and you get log entries predating these owners that left it here. So this HighnDry's had a number of crews, but evidently, for the most part, up until recently, the ship is considered famous and is a respected trader with a good reputation. Now, how much of that was destroyed by its most recent crew, you'll have to find out. But prior to them, it had a really good reputation. Somebody give me another 2D roll.
Grab it.
An 8.
Perfectly average.
The downside, because of its age, HighnDry has double maintenance costs of a normal A2 far trader.
Ooh.
Give me another 2D roll.
Oh, I'll do it.
Go ahead, Audrey.
Dice 2D. 8.
You got another 8. So, that's actually not a... Well, actually, we have another option. So, Audrey, in the engineering bay, you find that there is a crate that it has not been opened for whatever reason, that is kind of tucked underneath some active components. It looks like it was probably stashed here because it was a free place to stash it, and the previous crew never found it. It is actually a manufacturer's box of an upgraded sensor package. To tell you what that sensor package is. Here we go, sensors. You go to the package, or you go to the chapter on sensors, and they don't have any sensors. They just tell you how to use them.
think
Oh,
they're
On
in
to
the
the next
shipbuilding
2D
part.
roll.
Yeah, they are in the shipbuilding. Yeah, they're. Plant, fuel tanks, bridge, sensors. So the sensors in this crate are actually military grade. They come with
Ooh.
jammers, lidar, and radar. They are tech level 10. DM +0. Civilian grade, you would have normally been at a -2. If these are installed, it brings it to a +0. They take 2 power and are 2 tons, 1 ton more than the civilian grade. And when you open this crate, they still have the static bags and bubble wrap around them. I mean, they are brand new.
Ooh, okay, well, Audrey is going to pop the bubbles. She gets distracted by that, and then she installs the sensor package.
Okay, so you're going to be installing the sensor package. Somebody give me another 2D
6.
6.
Casimir, you're next.
We've got the rotation.
Well,
now.
it's a good thing that
There we
you
go.
found this sensor package, because the current civilian grade sensors are damaged. That would incur a -1 to all sensor checks, and this damage would have been permanent. It's basically they're just old.
all the copper out of them.
Yes, all the copper has been taken out. Give me another 2D roll.
All right, I guess it's me again.
There you go.
That's you, Kaz. Yeah, we're doing the rotation.
Oh, look, another 11.
All
Neat.
right.
At least I'm consistent.
So, Casimir, up on the bridge, you're kind of, since you guys were already kind of going over the logs and whatnot, now that power's online, you're kind of checking out how bad, I mean, you're expecting it to be bad. You're checking out how bad the computer actually is. The computer doesn't seem to be too bad off. You do note, I mean, immediately as the bridge systems start coming online, you note that the damage control board is saying, hey, we don't have any backup batteries, which you've been aware of. All of them have been taken out. And it's noting, the sensors are damaged and there are various consoles that are broken. It immediately is registering that the physical lock on the airlock door has been cut through. And then you're kind of looking through it, and you discover that the library computer has some sections. The storage has some sections that seem to be firewalled off, which is unusual, and they are sequestered. The most obvious point is that there are sections of the computer core that are sequestered off. You don't know how much of the computer core is sequestered off, or if this is the only one, but it is walled off into its own little garden, and you don't know what's in it. That one came up as library computer contains secret or unusual information.
There's salivating.
Give me another 2D roll.
That would be me. Big money, big money. 7.
Oh, Audrey.
Good for playing craps.
So Orion, in your attempts to, so you know that Audrey is in the process of trying to install these new sensors, you're up on the bridge trying to get some of these consoles back online, and you discover that this ship, due to its age, it has a -1 to all repair attempts.
Ooh. Working on a classic.
Right? I had the 63 Dodge Dart that was like that. Give me another 2D roll.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
9.
This.
Ooh. So Audrey, in the process of crawling around in the maintenance ducts between the hull and the armor, you discover that the ship has suffered severe damage, and it has permanently lost 10% of its hull.
Hmm.
We really should trade this thing in.
No one will want it.
And give me one
Nah,
last.
the scout service does.
Give me one last 2D roll.
And our final one is a 12.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. I need to look in another book. What does this mean? I gotta look and see what it currently has. It has. The computer core has been upgraded at some point in the past. Standard is that these come with a computer/5 BIS, BIS being specialized for jump control specialization. This computer has been upgraded, the core has been upgraded to computer/10 BIS. So it has more bandwidth. So those are the quirks of HighnDry. So it has a bigger, more powerful computer than a standard ship would have, but you know that there's sections in that memory core that are walled off that have secret information of some type or unusual information. It is famous and respected with a good reputation. Unfortunately, it has double the maintenance cost, and all repairs are at -1. The sensors are in the process of being upgraded to military grade. The hull is severely damaged, -10%. Overall, this isn't bad for a used ship, especially one of this age.
Maybe we can sell it for more because it has a fancy name. It's a classic car. Well, classic spaceship at this point, right?
Right.
150
Pedigree.
years to get a classic little tag on it.
Although that pedigree has been ruined pretty horribly recently.
At
Yeah.
least on this planet.
So this thing would have rolled off of the showroom floor in the year 955.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not a Model T, but
Getting there.
yeah. Usually, honestly, usually at this mark in their age, most ships are sent to the breaker. To be real honest, they are mothballed and broken apart and stripped. Anything that's usable can be resold. As used parts, but it's not. It's not. It's not unusual that a ship this age is still flying, but many of them, the maintenance costs just start to get to be too astronomical. It's cheaper to buy a new ship. Plus, you get that 5,000 light year warranty. Everybody make a athletics dexterity check.
Athletics,
Oh, no.
dexterity.
Cause a dex check at -3 for me.
Well, you don't. If you don't have athletics, you don't have to make it at -3. You just roll 2d plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay. And you want Clanker to make one too?
Yep.
All right, well, I passed somehow. Clanker did not.
So while you guys are in the process of working, doing all of this and discovering all these quirks take you guys probably another 6 hours. There is an earthquake, quite the violent earthquake, and loose pieces of equipment and things like that are falling off shelves inside the ship. Clanker falls down completely. There's just a loud clunk, and he falls down onto the deck. And this earthquake goes on for probably close to 10 seconds, and then kind of subsides. Audrey, give me a mechanic plus intellect or education check.
The mechanic.
If you want Clanker to assist you, just let me know.
Okay, so in that 6 hours, Audrey has gotten the military grade sensors installed, the civilian grade pulled out, the military grade put in, and she has hooked it up to the hull's network, and so you now have a new upgraded sensor package.
Neat.
Feeling that quake, I'm gonna just kind of poke my head back out of the cargo hold and start looking over the ground below us. Do I see any more than what I was previously seeing for the hotspots when I switched through infrared?
No. Yes. You note. Go ahead and make a recon plus intellect check.
Intellect.
Oh, that's pretty good. So you note two things. The first is that yes, you don't really notice any hot spots. You can't tell any difference. You're still seeing some areas of the ground, even the island, seem to be warmer than others. But what really starts to tip you off that something's going on is the first is you register that the temperature of the lake has increased. And the second thing that you have noticed is that the water seems to be slowly, the water level is going down ever so slightly.
Captain, we might need to get in the air quickly.
So let's get flying. Try to grab the truck we left at the base of the mountain. That shouldn't take long, and get this to some place where we can start fueling up. Even if the volcano erupts, it's not going to destroy the whole planet or anything. It's just going to cause devastation near it.
Which we are currently in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to get up.
Who wants to make a engineering M drive plus education check?
That was J drive.
Clanker can do it if Audrey can't.
Audrey can do it.
All right,
Go for it.
I can have
Okay.
Clanker assist you.
All right, sounds good. Engineer. Now,
Well, Clanker got a 13.
Banker can do it.
Okay, so actually with a 13, that gives Audrey a +2 since he was assisting. So Audrey, you're able to determine that theoretically the maneuver drive is functional. It's not great, but it is currently functional. The jump drive, however, is not. Jump drive is not functional. It shows, according to the damage board that you're seeing down in engineering, it's there There was likely a maintenance issue that wasn't addressed, and that the jump drive is currently incapable of initiating a jump.
Oh, well, Audrey turns on the M drive.
Okay, go ahead and make a engineering power plus education check.
If you want Clanker to assist, just say so.
Okay, sure. Assistance is good.
Engineering, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
oh wow, he sucked.
Yeah, so Audrey makes it, doesn't need any help from the bot. I don't need no AI. And so Audrey connects power, and Casimir, you see on the bridge that the control board for maneuver drive has come online.
How are mobile comms working in this caldera?
Yes.
Can I send out, like, while everything else is happening, Zergy's like spamming out messages to any number he can reach on the planet, warning that this volcano may erupt soon.
Okay, so you're spamming text messages essentially, or
Text. I'll try to call the government official I talked to.
yeah,
Tell the governor
you call
about the volcano.
So you call the minister's building in what was the name of that place? Clear Lake, in the capital, and you get you get the secretary that initially greeted you guys, the receptionist, when you first came in. She probably has an intellect of like maybe 5, and she basically tells you in an offhand way that she'll pass the message on. You're not entirely convinced that she's going to put the urgency behind this that you had
offer
intended.
to give her money. I'll say I will give you more money. You like go to his office right now and tell him.
So she puts you on hold and she takes off.
Hey.
Meanwhile, you're sending messages out, basically on the planetary data net saying, "Hey, Mount Silbari is going to explode." You're not really getting much in the way of. I mean, when you look at the planetary data network, it is essentially almost like an old dial-up bulletin board service. You're not seeing a whole lot of interaction. There's maybe 3,000 people on the entire planet.
Well, I'm just doing my best. I'm trying
Everybody
to be a decent
thinks
person.
it's dead.
On the bridge, Orion or Casimir, who wants to make an electronic sensors plus
Sensors is Orion.
Yeah, I'll jump on that. I would have been
Look at
checking the geosensors as well.
Go ahead and make it's your choice, electronic sensors, your choice between intellect or education.
With education.
Okay. So you are the survey sensors that you put in, you are starting to get some data coming in. It says just a sec. So it appears that the according to the sensors that are coming into the ship from these survey sensors, it appears that the lava plug deep in the volcano's innards has been breached, and that magma is currently working its way towards the surface. The computer estimates that there is 80% chance that there will be an eruption of some kind within a few months. It further estimates that, according to the sensor data, that it is not expected to be a very large eruption. Chances are good that there will be very little lava actually reaching the surface, and what does escape will cool long before it reaches the base of the mountain. Says gas and ash clouds are likely to be more of a problem, but it is likely that the eruption will take the form of a steady release of pressure with a plume of ash-laden gas escaping from the top of the mountain to be blown downwind to the west.
You're just describing somebody's IBS symptoms, you know?
Yes. I mean, the sensor data looks kind of course, alarming, especially for you guys that are sitting in the crater of the volcano. But like I said, the computer is estimating that there's an 80% chance of this happening within a few months, and it shouldn't be a serious threat to the nearest town, which was nearest town would be Barvin, and it doesn't estimate that there's going to be too much of a threat. Probably some ashfall. Recommended. I mean, the planet already has a requirement outdoors to be wearing a filter mask of some kind. So the likelihood is everything's going to be fine. Computer recommends that during an eruption, people wear eye protection. Maybe upgrade from a filter mask to a respirator, but beyond that, everything should be fine.
I'll relay that over the onboard ship comms to everybody.
Okay. Well, like I said, you probably don't want to be in the crater when that happens.
Yeah. I mean, the computer says it's 80% chance that it may happen in a couple months. I don't want to risk that. Yeah, this thing's shaking and quaking, and I'm seeing more hot spots, and the water's level's dropping, and it's getting hotter. I don't trust the computer.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we have enough data. Yeah, let's leave. Huh.
Okay. I mean, are there any last minute repairs or checks that you want to make before doing so?
Oh, Ryan is going to do a quick double check to make sure Tom is on board before we lift off.
Okay,
yes. You know, fucking Tom.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
Major Tom.
Major
Yeah,
Tom.
let's call him that.
Major Tom, yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh wow. I mean, but yeah. Well, hold on. Was the mission to leave the sensors recording so that they'll
collect data?
collect data? Okay.
Yes,
All right.
collect
So
data.
yes, let's back up. No,
we
let's back
we
up.
can continue collecting data from the sensors as far as their maximum range goes, but I have a feeling that's still within boom boom range.
Yeah, within very, very limited data, and they presumably, given how shit this planet is, they probably want their sensors back.
Right, that's true.
I'm surprised they even have multiple towns in the first place. Like 3,000 people. That's anyway. Yeah. Sure. Let's grab the sensors and leave.
Okay. Hold on just a moment.
Isn't the capital of Rhode Island like 3,000 people?
Probably, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Rhode Island. Oh, okay, well, no, it's actually 190,000. So
We were way
I
up.
go sit my fat ass in the captain's chair.
Okay.
So, are we going to try to pick up that pickup truck and put it in our cargo bay, you think?
sure,
We can certainly
yeah.
try. If
Yeah, why
we
not?
got the space.
All I do is just land, drop a cargo door, drive it in.
Collect up our base camp and get out of here before it erupts.
Well, I still need to go to the shop in 7 days and pick up my uniforms, damn it.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm sure it's going to take at least 7 days to get space worthy.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah.
we need to get fuel anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Montpelier is the capital of Vermont, but has a population of 80,000. 8,000, excuse me.
And we do need to get Audrey into get some proper medications.
Oh yeah, if they have a
Yeah.
We should.
doctor's office in the town.
We
I
should
mean,
we did as
convert-
best we could, Casimir.
No, I'll take care of you. Like, I mean, I just didn't bring like all my fancy shit, so.
I think we should convert one of the rooms in the common area, or the state rooms, into our little med room.
Captain,
bedroom.
this place is not sterile.
Well, I'm saying
We
should
can make it sterile.
So
I'd
whenever somebody's beat the shit, just be like, go to the medical room.
probably just put this one right here, right next to the airlock. So it's quick, easy access if someone's down
I mean, those
outside.
3 could be your guys' little bedrooms or something. I don't know.
Casimir says, I really think we should just return this ship back to the scout service and then get the other ship, the
Right,
400
but
ton
it's
one.
gonna take us. We gotta get this thing space worthy. We have to get my uniform. I mean, we have priorities here. We gotta get food.
Right, and the priority is I'm not going to have a patient. As the ship's doctor, I am not going to have a patient in this festering dump. Unless
Well,
I
you
can
got
get
one
like
right now.
unless I can get some like like a source of hard radiation, so I can like purify this place.
See if they have some like Dawn dish soap or some bleach in one of the rooms and start scrubbing.
I'm sure there's medical facilities at the starport.
Oh yeah, it's
you
classic
can
Star
make
Wars.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait, Captain, and then we'll hire some help to do it.
I'm starting to get a painful feeling in my credits. As if a lot of them are about to disappear very soon.
It'll be
I'll be-
fine, Captain.
I'll be as broke as you guys are.
Yes,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
completely broke.
Also, I mean, if we do manage to get a better ship, we're definitely taking the sensors thing.
There we go.
Let's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
take the
absolutely.
sensors
Oh,
and
yes.
the computer out of this. And put it
Oh
in
yes. We'll rip anything useful out of this thing before we give it back to the scout service and be like, we just found it that way.
I wouldn't hold your breath. I think we may be stuck with this rust bucket.
I certainly hope not, Captain.
There you go.
Until
Major Tom is now got
A
token
real boy.
and is a real boy.
And has their own room.
Evidently, yes.
Well,
I mean, sure, why not? Usually on these ships, these rooms down here are usually the most frequently used by the crew. But I mean, you have more than is standard crew for this class of ship. So I mean, of course you can branch out. It's your guys' ship. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. But usually the upper
yes, let's
deck,
spell it.
the upper deck is used for passengers if you are to take on passengers. So Zerzy, you come up onto the bridge. Audrey, you're staying in engineering. Go ahead, Casimir. I assume you're flying, right?
Yeah, I think I'm still the best pilot, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Audrey,
I'm
do you
a
want
backup pilot.
Clanker down with you in engineering to help out, or do you
Yes,
want him?
please.
All right, I'll keep Clanker down there. to help
Clanker's
us.
needed too many of the heavy labor, and then Audrey can do the technical work.
Okay. So, Kaz, go ahead and give me a. There you go.
Yeah,
That's the
not bad.
one. Yeah.
Wow.
So you are able to lift off, and you are lifting up out of this this crater. Just as you're taking off, you out of one of the starboard viewport, you see that there is you can see numerous spots where these lava tubes that were noted when you first showed up. You can see that there is some smoke coming out of them, and Orion, you are seeing that there is a considerable increase in heat. You can go ahead, whoever would like to, can go ahead and give me an electronic sensors plus intellect or education.
See, that would be me. I am on sensors. 11.
Okay. let's see here. You were so as Casimir's bringing the ship up. You know, Kaz, you're kind of discovering that this old girl is showing her age. Like it seems like it's a fight to get it to turn one direction to the port. Turning to starboard, it seems fine, but when you try to turn port, it seems sluggish on the controls. She is definitely showing her age. The power steering's out. It's just a bear.
All right, so I propose we call the ship the Zoolander because he can't turn left. He can only turn right.
But Orion, you're looking at new data is starting to come in because as these new sensors that Audrey installed are as you are taking off, they're getting a wider range. In addition to that, additional information is now coming in from the sensors that were placed, and the computers had some time to crunch them since you brought those survey sensors in, and it displays multiple tables of temperatures and gas mixes, and a helpful three-dimensional model of the mountain, which shows a huge lava plume crashing through the plug and filling all of the lava tubes. The prediction is that the sensors are showing that the top of the the right top side of the mountain is going to completely be blown off in about 6 minutes' time.
Oh.
Is what the current computer model is suggesting.
The computer's been updated with new data. I'm trusting this data much more. We got about 6 minutes before this entire place explodes. There, and I just point right in the direction.
You can see that the first wisps of smoke are coming, kind of coiling up from the lava tubes, and you can see that as you guys are lifting off, and you kind of look over the edge of your ship, you can see that the lake is draining much faster now. It seems like something opened at the bottom of the lake, and all that water is draining through. Probably the lava plug. Obviously, an eruption is imminent, and that's when you can see that the ground is starting to shake. You can see landslides inside the crater, all manner of good stuff. So you are lifting up and you're taking off. The sensors start. These are military grade sensors, and there is a sensors alarm going off that is registering incoming missiles. And that's it. That's all it's saying on the screen. Warning: incoming missiles.
It's probably rocks being blown up.
Still effective missiles.
Well, yeah. Fucking Casimir, do your thing. Make this old bitch go.
Yeah, Casimir, go ahead and make another piloting plus dex check.
Yeah, no. There's a certain sense of urgency. Honk. Yeah, no, the urgency there is.
You start to take off. Just as, and you can hear tink, 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 tink as literally rocks are bouncing off the ship. The sensors are registering that there have been missile hits on the hull. And as you are blasting out of here, there is a large, loud explosion as the top of the mountain explodes, and a great plume of ash and smoke rises up.
I checked my mobile comm. Has the secretary come back to me yet?
No. No. There is an incoming transmission, though, and I will get to that in but a second. As this plume is coming up, this old girl... What is her? I think has a whole thrust one. Yeah, you've got thrust one. So there's your choices. It's got 1G of acceleration.
So 1G over I mean, we it's a short hop for us. We're only going to the capital, I think. So
Yeah, so you give her everything she's got, and the maneuver drive is sluggish, and this roiling cloud is coming up behind you. Everybody can make a recon plus intellect check.
Do you want Clanker to make one too, or
No.
I got a 9.
So
well, good.
everybody is able to see this. So the first thing that is seen on the bridge is you are seeing the computer is giving a projected lava flow path. It looks like it's going to just basically bowl over right through the entire region of where the town of Barvin sits.
Oh no.
all right, I make a hard bank towards Barvin.
Okay. The other thing that
And-
that you guys are noticing, and this pictures of the wrong ship. That we're not using the ship from here. You're noticing that this plume of ash is so large that is blowing out of the top of this mountain that it has its own weather system, and you can see lightning erupting as the hot ash is interacting with the air. You turn so. Kaz, you whip the ship around and you are heading straight for Barvin as quickly as you can. Zerzi, you're picking up a transmission, and it is coming in from the capital of Central Lake that is being rebroadcast via the Starport's orbital beacon. And it is Minister Green. He wants to know what is happening. We have some garbled reports of smoke from the mountain and that there's been a tremor. I would like to know how serious the situation is and if there are any long-term implications.
Yes.
Is that to me or is that just a broadcast?
That's to you.
To us.
Yeah, I tell them the volcano has erupted. It's heading. The flow is heading towards whatever the town's name was again.
Barvin.
Barvin.
Barvin. The flow is heading that way. We're on our way there. We found the ship, and we're flying it there to try to help if we can.
So the sound of his voice is one of desperation, and he basically has very very little time to react. He starts to tell you that he's formulating a plan to send out trains in order to evacuate citizens. You get a second transmission. This one is coming in from the mayor's office. Let's see, from Barvin. They're saying that they can feel tremors in the town. They want to know, and they can see, of course, the dark clouds erupting from the mountain. They want to know. They're requesting information, like should we evacuate? What are we doing? And this one isn't to you, but this is more of a widespread broadcast that you're kind of intercepting.
Am I able to respond to that? Can I try to call them?
Yes.
That mayor?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll try to
packaged
call
up that simulation data, the projection data, for you to send out.
While I'm calling, I'll send that package to the governor.
Okay.
Say, here's what we've discovered about the volcano and the lava flow. Trains aren't going to make it, I don't think.
So
Casimir says, tell them that we're going to evac the people from Barvin.
Yeah, I'm calling that mayor right now to see if I can get a population estimate, and we'll see what we can carry.
So they tell you, if I might, here, regional map. The mayor of Solbari comes on to this second transmission and says that they have sent a train from Solbari to Barvin. It is moving at top speed, regardless of risks of the track. and they were already heading that direction anyways. They have increased speed, and they plan to get some people out. Salbari themselves, the town of Salbari themselves, is also going to be at risk from possible pyroclastic flow, and so their plan is that they're going to get to Barvin, load up as many people as they can, get from Barvin to Salbari, and then at Salbari they are going to board some of these fishing submarines that they have and go out into the bay and submerge until the danger is over. That's their plan.
Better than I can do.
Did you guys still want to head for Barvin? I mean,
I'll
it doesn't sound the way that this guy made it. The mayor of Salbari made it sound is not like they're going to get everybody out of Barvin.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Barvin and get everybody out. Essentially, we have enough room for people.
Okay.
Tell them to Captain. Tell them to start prepping for evac, getting like only the essentials.
I'm trying to call the mayor right now.
Okay, so you get the mayor of Barvin on the line, and basically he's in a panic.
How many people are in your town right now?
Barvin has a population of 200.
Tell him, get everybody in the largest area that a ship can land in. We're coming to pick you up. Bring only your bare essentials. This is going to be quick.
Okay. So...
Well, no, next to the largest area.
Well, you know what I mean.
Right.
So...
It's made so we can land and immediately just drop our side doors they can get in.
What kind of landing are you doing, Kaz? Are you doing a tactical,
I mean,
quick landing, or are you taking your time? I mean, how are you doing about that?
Well, I asked her. Orion's on sensors, right? So I asked Orion, like, what's the lava speed? How much time do we have as I'm flying?
I'll crunch the numbers real quick.
Go ahead and give me an electronic sensors plus intellect or education.
That is a 10.
So the lava has only just now started to flow out the side of the mountain. You probably, at the rate that it is moving at, you probably have a little bit of time. From what you're seeing, it's probably not going to reach Barvin for, when I say a little bit of time, like 20 minutes.
Okay, so then I'll take a little extra time to land because I don't want to, damage anything. Well, I don't want to damage our ship.
I don't want to scratch the paint.
Well, not so much scratch the paint, but more so if like the ship gets damaged during landing, it'll be that much more difficult for us to get out. So I'd rather have that thing, and it'll give people more time to prepare.
The ship's already held together with bondo and hopes and prayers.
Exactly.
So,
and with that, I'll make my way back to the cargo hold and start just shoving shit aside to make room for as many people as I can.
Yeah, there's still a pile of consoles and whatnot that haven't been put back into place. So yeah, you start making room. Casimir, go ahead and give me a piloting plus dex check. Let me see here. You get a +2 because you're taking your time. Yeah, you get a +2 because you're taking time.
8.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, smooth landing, smooth as silk, baby. Whoa.
Yeah, so you bring her in nice and calm, and you set down, and meanwhile in the back, you can. Are you opening up only one of the cargo doors? What are you doing back there, Orion?
I'm gonna open up both. I didn't get a specificity, so I'll pop open both. I don't know which side they're gonna be on.
That's true. So you pop both of these side doors open, And you can see that there are probably about 50 people that are making their way in. And the first person that comes in says, "Oh, thank God that you've made it, that you've came to save us. The rest of the people are really hoping on getting out on the train, but I don't think that 150 to 200 people are going to fit on that train."
Well, you're one of the smart ones. You came to the ship that's going out of here in just a couple minutes, so everybody gets on board.
So
We got a few minutes,
you're getting
so no rush.
whole families, children, a couple of the elderly are being helped on board, and that's when a second explosion from the mountain happens. Big explosion. The whole top of the mountain explodes into hot rocks and lava, and a pyroclastic flow is flying down the mountain at like incredible speed. What are you guys doing?
Now I'm hustling people. I am literally just grabbing kids and their parents and just trying to yank them on board.
In fact, I am going to go back over to this screen. And we're going to throw you guys up in a initiative order. I'm not going to bother giving Major Tom an initiative. Oops. Two clinkers. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and everybody give me an initiative 2D plus either intellect or your dexterity
Make sure you click
modifier.
on your token first.
That's true. Then it'll put it up there. All right. So, yeah, Audrey, you are in the back. What are you doing in engineering?
All right. Audrey wants to push extra power into the engines so we can have more than 1G of thrust.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Okay. Go ahead and give me a engineering M drive plus let's see here. Plus intellect.
Oh.
You want to help?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Right.
Engineer
Engineering.
plus intellect.
Clanker got 11. You got, so that's what, 2 bonuses for him?
11 would be a +1.
Okay.
So Audrey got a 9. You are successful, and you are able to basically overcharge the maneuver drive. She is going to take off with quite the jolt. Orion, what are you doing?
I am doing everything I can to just rapidly get as many people as I can on board.
Okay, so you are hustling people. As you are, so you're by this big open door, and of course, there's some of the people are helping others climb in on the other side. But you are basically facing towards Mount Salbari, and you're helping people get on board, and you just see this black morass of ash and lava and hot gases rolling down. You can visibly see it getting closer and closer as you're sitting here. You have probably got about half of the people are aboard. The rest seem to be either children that their parents are attempting to help them. The kids are panicking, they're screaming, or elderly that are just having a difficult time moving. Clanker was helping. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, that was just it. I was just thinking to myself out loud.
Clanker was helping. Zerzy, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to radio the train or the town and the town that set the train to tell them to stop the train and just go back. You're not going to make it.
They respond back. They are just coming into the town now.
The flow is going to be here any minute. It's going to destroy the train and kill you all if you're not out of here. And I'm gonna go over the modal comm over Ryan and say, when you think we can't sit here any longer, shut the doors. I don't care if people on the other side.
You get a message coming over the broad spectrum comms that from Minister Green, who is giving evacuation orders basically to the town of Barvin and Salbari, and you get a message that that the cargo cars are currently currently taking evacuees on board the train. He's giving an order that they have 5 minutes. If you're not on the train in 5 minutes, you're being left behind. The submarine that they're heading for in Salbari the submarine is called Ocean's Bounty. He's giving orders for Salbari to evacuate as well, because pyroclastic flow is flowing down the other side of the mountain as well towards Salbari. They have a little bit more time. The problem that obviously comes up is it's a submarine. I mean, if Barvin has, let's say that you're bringing on 50 people, let's say that the train is successful in getting another 50 people out, that leaves 100 people left in Barvin. Salbari, the town of Salbari, could have 200 or 300 people itself. There's no way that submarine can hold that many people. That's simply
right.
The math doesn't math.
I'm not worried about anything like that right now. The last thing I do is to Casimir say, when you think you need to take off, take off. Do not worry if we leave people behind. We're trying to get what we can, but
don't damage my ship. Fuck those people. Don't damage the ship. I mean, we're not planning on keeping it, but right now it's mine, and I don't want it damaged.
Well, I mean, this getting hit by a pyroclastic flow would kill us all. So, I'm rather fond of living. So, yeah, Casimir. I say when you think you need to take off, take off.
So,
that Captain.
So, Casimir, what are you doing? Are you just prepping for liftoff?
Yeah, I'm guessing that since okay, I'm gonna do as follows. I'm gonna say, Captain, I got this. Go. You're the captain. Go direct the people. Use your bullshit powers. Go. And then I'm going to start. Because I see that there's more power to the engines. I'm gonna start accommodating for it essentially.
Okay.
And basically, yeah, doing like a full pre-flight check so that I can basically like just go at the sound of go.
Okay, so I will say that since you're prepping for that, that will give you a +1 on your piloting check for when it is time to vacate. Audrey, what are you doing?
Okay, then after working on the engine, Audrey goes to the other door and helps people board.
Okay, so Audrey moves herself up into the cargo hold and is helping people. Orion, what are you doing? Still just same, or?
Yeah, just trying to get as many people on board while keeping an eye out until I see things get too close to the comfort.
Okay. What's Clanker doing? Is he monitoring the situation in engineering, or?
Yeah, he's going to keep an eye on the engines, and if anything pops up, he will he'll send a comm to me and Aubrey of if anything bad happens.
Okay.
And try to fix it.
What is Captain Zerzy doing?
I will listen to the Casimir. I'm going to come down here and assist any way I can. Trying to tell people, forget luggage, just get on the ship. We are leaving soon.
We don't have any emergency blankets, but we do have some insulation that evidently got pulled out of the walls. You can cover up with that. I'm so itchy. So yeah, you move back there. You're trying to help direct people as well as you can. Go ahead and give me a leadership plus social check.
It's just gonna be a social at. If you don't have leadership, was it social -3?
Yeah, if you don't have leadership, then it would be plus social -3.
Yeah, I'm still learning leadership. So 5.
Okay, so you're doing the best you can, but it's like herding cats that are, in 2 feet of water. Essentially, you get the last of the people aboard, though, and Orion and Audrey, you can see that the last few people are aboard. You can, Audrey, looking back towards the town, you can still see that there are a bunch of people, and you can also see that the train has left, and there's a bunch of people still in town.
Oh, we couldn't save everyone.
Oh, fuck those people.
Well, we have to take off to save anyone.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Orion, what's your feelings on it?
Well, I'm focused on the approaching pyroclastic flow in the lava. How close is that now?
Right, it's getting real close. You estimate that it's going to be here in probably maybe the next 20 seconds.
I'll call out over the comms. Kaz, we got to get off the ground. We got 20 seconds in. We're going to be swimming.
And
okay.
Casimir.
I mean, yeah, that's that. If that's the case, that's the case. There's no point in killing ourselves for no good reason. So, time to make the hard decision of blasting off.
Okay, go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check.
And plus one, right? From
Correct.
the thing and the thing.
Correct.
Okay, so +2. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Orion and Audrey, you barely have time to shut the cargo bay doors, and Casimir has launched at 2 Gs of thrust, which this ship normally doesn't do. You can hear groans coming from the structural members as this ship takes off. Just as you can, as you're closing that door and you're lifting off, Orion, you can see the pyroclastic flow hit the edge of the town, and it just everything that it hits is just annihilated. It doesn't. There's no explosions. There's no melting. It just disappears. It's just gone, like it was never there. And Casimir gets you guys up in the air just in time. Now the pyroclastic flow once again is around the back of the ship, and you can, out of the port windows, you can see lightning flashes, and the temperature inside the ship is maintaining. Clanker is noting that the external temperature is rising considerably while in this flow, and the ship is starting to kind of get buffeted from the rear and pushed at an odd angle from the power of this flow just pushing the vessel. The train out of Barvin is moving pretty fast. It seems like it may actually get out of the way of the pyroclastic flow by the time the flow actually reaches the train tracks. The lava is also starting to come in. It's coming in after the pyroclastic flow and is going to wipe out the town. But Paz, you're the only one on the bridge. You're starting to hear a distress call coming in. Mayday, Mayday, this is Woolston 1. The car is damaged. Drives are failing. Windows are cracked. I can't see properly. I think I'm heading towards the sea, but we're losing speed and altitude. I don't think we're going to make it. Is there anyone, please? And then the voice kind of gets weaker before it starts. The transmission cuts out entirely.
I mean, I'm gonna try to triangulate the signal, but
Okay, go ahead and make a electronics comms plus intellect or education, and you're at -1 because you're also flying.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Electronics at -1, which is going to be at a flat 0. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not expecting much. So instead, I'll just close. I mean, yeah, I can't triangulate it, so
okay,
I just close the channel.
Okay. Prank caller.
No. There's a reason why I do this is because I actually have I did a thing in open internal comms where I'm trying to do this is your pilot speaking. So I don't want people hearing like somebody's oh my god, I'm dying.
Right.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
that is not good
Audrey,
for your mental health.
what are you doing in the back?
Okay, well, Audrey has Tom in the cargo hold and is giving the children Tom rides.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure, that works.
yeah.
What are you doing, Orion?
Seeing Audrey has things covered back here for the most part, at the moment at least, I'm gonna rush back up to the cockpit and get back on the sensors and see if
Okay.
there's anything I can do to help.
Okay.
Yeah, Casmer's going to mention that I picked up a distress call, but I don't know where it is. They're probably dead now.
Orion,
Sound
you
like
can...
a vehicle? And try to triangulate it.
Yeah, go ahead and
I
make
both-
a electronic sensors plus intellect or education.
I don't know what you expect us to do, but yeah, I mean, go for it.
Try.
True.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
So you do detect through all this dust and debris and hot gas that's coming through. You detect that you pick up the basically the transponder signal of the minister's limo. It is the only grav vehicle on Walston. It is a limousine air raft. But according to replaying the distress call, you can see that the windshield has been cracked. That they were losing altitude, but you are picking up where the crash site is. Unfortunately, in order to get to the crash site, the HighnDry would have to turn into the pyroclastic cloud in order to get to the crash site.
It's probably the governor. They might have still made it. They might be recoverable at a crash site. I got the location, but we're gonna have to fly through all that shit we just flew out of.
Wait,
To get there.
the governor or no, the governor's back at the Capitol. Or
Right,
at least he
but
should
this
be.
is the planetary governor's air limo.
Did he mention something about it being somewhere else?
He didn't say anything about it.
I can't verify who's on it, but that's what the registration's coming back as. Like I
Captain,
said,
when
we
you
have
were
to fly through the flow to get to it.
I look at Zerzay, say, Captain, when you spoke to the governor, did he sound like he was in a limo?
No, I called his main office, and he responded from there.
I got his idiot receptionist.
Look, we're not going back into that pyroclastic flow. Those people are as good as dead.
No, we would all die.
Yeah.
I'm all for trying to help people, but we can't help anyone if we die. We already have a lot of passengers that we're trying to save.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm rescuing the governor, but the governor shouldn't be here, so it's a moot point. But yeah, fine, whatever.
Let's
Not
just
to
get
mention
to the
we're
capital
missing part of
city.
our hull. We can't lock
Yeah.
up tidy, so we'd cook.
Well,
Nope. Yeah, we
there's
ripped
that.
off the outer airlock.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
there's
we,
that.
we
Fly
broke
through
the lock
fire.
on it.
That
It
is.
can still shut. It just can't lock.
Let me. Wow, that is. Okay. I am looking for. There we go. A 2 far trader.
As far as I can tell, Kaz is keep flying us to the starport.
Yeah. I mean, that's the plan then.
I
Yep, stay on course.
So it's not as that 10% loss of hull isn't as bad as it sounds. Instead of having a full hull rating of 80, HighnDry has 72.
Ooh.
It's not that bad.
Captain, radio the governor's office again. I'm just very confused now. What's up with that air raft?
Who's in his limo?
Yeah.
mean, I'll call him, but I do not want us to turn around.
No. At this point, I'm not turning around. But we need to know if we're about to have a succession crisis on this planet.
Yeah, I'll try to call the governor's office again.
You get one of Minister Green's aides that says, "Oh, thank God." He tells you that the minister's chauffeur is a Vargur, and took the presidential grav limo, out to rescue his family.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
I say okay and I hang up.
Okay,
Ooh.
click. So
There's some things that we talk about, and some things we don't need to talk about. I don't need to
Yeah.
tell them that, hey, we're pretty sure he's dead now, but
Well, I mean, they'll figure it out eventually.
or
Yeah.
or
oof,
not.
Cadmer
I mean,
says.
they might become an archaeological discovery.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that,
flow
like
was
the
pretty much
Futurama
destroying
episode.
everything.
So, Casimir, you're in the pyroclastic cloud. It is buffeting you. At this point, piloting the ship is becoming more and more difficult. You're going to be at like a -3, and that's only going to start to get worse. External temperature readings on the hull are going up. You have two options, really, and you can choose which you want to do. You can attempt to race for the starport, which is still a ways away, or you can turn to the west and set HighnDry down in the ocean and attempt to essentially use or kind of dive under the water initially in order to cool it off, and in order to kind of use the water to buffet the protect the ship from the pyroclastic flow. Now, something to keep in mind. I mean, obviously, starships don't make great submarines. However, the oceans on Woolston are fairly shallow, especially in this area. So it wouldn't be that big of a stretch. I mean, you might get some structural damage from pressure in the water, but at least you won't burn up.
I mean, but I think just heading to the starport is just a better option. So
we can't just fly up. I mean, a pyroclastic flow wouldn't be up that high. I
You-
wouldn't
Yeah.
think. I mean,
Could
Can we fly
Yeah.
above it?
we don't have
As long
to
as
go
we
in outer
stay in
space.
ammo.
Yeah, we can
Just
stay
the
in
upper
atmo.
atmosphere?
yeah.
Would be safe there?
Okay, go ahead and give me a piloting plus dex check at -3.
Whoa.
I can risk using psionics to try to help you.
I mean-
I'm probably gonna fail, but I could try.
I mean, it doesn't hurt if you boost. So yeah, I mean, why not?
All
Can
right,
I assist as well? I'm trained in piloting.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take the assist.
Would this count for pilot spacecraft?
It would.
Yeah.
Pilot
That's what I've
spacecraft
been
plus
doing.
dex.
Just an 8.
Well, that's still a +1, and let's see.
So that
here.
puts me at a 7. Zerzy, oofs
Okay.
it.
I rolled double snake eyes. So.
No.
Cersei gets a really bad headache and a bloody nose. So the pyroclastic flow is basically knocking you off course and throwing you out towards the ocean. The ship. Well, that was a really good roll. Loses 4 points of hull. As chunks of rock are ripping across the outer armor of the hull, and you get buffeted around. Inside, it feels like you have run into like the side of a mountain. It's not really that bad, but your damage control board is screaming. Go back to the top. Audrey, what are you doing in the back? As soon as the ship starts to get hit and is rocking back and forth, everybody in the cargo hold starts screaming.
Okay. Well, Audrey is going to go to engineering and make repairs.
Okay.
People start screaming, you just leave the room.
Bye. So, Audrey, you get down to engineering. Clanker is back there already doing some stuff. Go ahead and give me a mechanic plus. What are you? Is there anything in particular that you were trying to repair? Technically, the hull and the structural members of the ship have taken damage, but so far everything else is still working.
Okay, well then Audrey wants to make these. Can Audrey make repairs to the structure that were damaged?
Yeah, you can.
Or do you have to go outside to do that?
Well, the structural members are basically that those conduits that are very narrow in the walls and floors of a ship. Usually they're stuffed full of wiring bundles and harnesses, and you open up one of these panels and to get in there to get access to some of these structural members, and when you look in there, first thing is when you grab the panel and pull it off, it's warm to the touch, and when you pull it off, it's like you're seeing air waves, like heat waves from if you're in the desert and you look at the blacktop in the distance, it's like shimmering inside there. It's hot.
Ooh. Okay, well then maybe I would want to put gloves on and then try to make repairs to there.
Okay, so you put on some protective gear and start to do some work. Go ahead and make a mechanic plus intellect check. Oh, excellent. So, yeah, you are going to be in there. I mean, you can patch this probably in about 6 minutes, which is one standard starship round, but you can do a Band-Aid fix with some basically liquid metal, quick drying metal over these cracks in about 6 or so minutes. And so Audrey's in there working on stuff. Aran, what are you doing?
Captain Zersey, sounds like our passengers are getting a little rowdy. You want me to go give Audrey a hand?
Maybe you should stay on sensors to help Casimir try to find better flight paths for him or something. I'm not sure. I'll go back there and deal with these people.
Sounds good. In that case, I am going to stay here on sensors, and I'm gonna keep trying to just keep the constant data flowing into Casimir's flight computer, so you can see all the projections as they're coming in for incoming projectiles or
Sure.
Temperature plumes and things like that.
Sure, go ahead and give me an electronic sensors plus intellect or education. Nice.
8.
So yeah, so Casimir's threat board kind of lights up. There's blips. The sensors are still reading them as missiles, and it's like just every millisecond. Warning, incoming missile. Warning. There's just an acre of them. They're just all around you. What's Clanker doing?
Clanker is if he sees something on the board that he can fix, like if it says like, hey, this panel is damaged. If he has the ability to fix it, he would go and fix whatever is the highest priority.
Sure. Let's see here. He can make a mechanic check.
And he sucks.
He whiffed that one. He started work. He's working on another structural member. Basically the mounts that hold the maneuver drives in place. He's trying to work on them while the drives are active, which is problematic.
Okay.
And what is Zersey doing?
I'm going to leave the bridge and go to the cargo hold and try to just see what this chaos is I'm walking into.
Okay, so the people are all basically you walk into the cargo hold, and all of the people are basically huddled together in small clumps throughout, hanging on for dear life. The ship is rocking back and forth. You're having to grab onto the walls in order to even walk back there. People are screaming, some are praying, some are crying, some are just catatonic, but they're all kind of hanging on for dear life. I mean, this is a cargo hold, so there's not a whole lot to hold on to. Any idea how you want to deal with that?
I'm going to come at this from a diplomatic perspective and be like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very good pilot. We're just going through a wall of bad shit. We're going to be fine. I promise you. Just stay together. Try to relax.
Try to relax. Try to relax in the middle of Armageddon.
I'm a diplomat, not a social worker.
Sure, good. I'll let
It's
it.
just a
I'll
different form of diplomacy.
Go ahead and make a diplomat plus social check. Vote for me. A 9. Okay, so people actually, they're those that are either catatonic or not in a complete blind panic. They seem to look up. It's only about 10% of the people, though. The rest of them are still huddled together and in complete terror for their lives. Then the worst thing possible happens. A rock chunk clunks. It's just a glancing blow. Probably doesn't do any damage other than denting the outer hull. But it must have shaken something loose. The maneuver drive goes out. And the pyroclastic cloud kind of takes it and that is now your moving thrust is the pyroclastic cloud. All you have, Casimir, in order to pilot the ship are the lifter thrusters in the landing gear. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, okay. I radio. Hey, Audrey. Could really use some help with the M drive right now.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Make a recon plus intellect check.
Who, Kaz or Audrey?
Casimir.
Oh yeah, okay. I can do that. I can do it 9 times. Recon 7.
You notice that the altimeter shows that HighnDry is dropping like a rock.
Well, okay. I mean, look, it's still a ship, right? And as far as I recall, it's one of them aerodynamic ships. So I should be able to, like, I mean, not glide, obviously, because of the pyroclastic flow behind me, but essentially kind of like ride the wave. So I'm gonna I'm gonna have to attempt to do that. Simple as.
So it is streamlined. It doesn't have aerofins, but go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check, and you're still at -3. Actually, now because the maneuver drive is out, you're going to be at -4.
Would I be able to help as I was feeding in all the sensor data directly to him?
Yes, in fact, I will give you pilot. Because of that, you get a +1 to your piloting check.
All right. Yeah, all right. So that's -3 total. If we try to jump, I don't want to. No.
Well, the jump drive is currently inoperable.
There you go.
That's right. Fuck.
So.
And I don't know that you want to jump inside of the atmosphere of a
We are
planet.
really close to the planet.
You might end up with Deep Night Revelation.
All right, so total of -3, eh? All right. You know what? Honestly, all things considered, could have been worse.
It could have been worse. So you are able to keep the ship kind of at least stable. You drop the landing gear and are using the lifters to keep the ship stable and kind of ride this wave out. But no matter what you do, the pyroclastic flow is driving you towards the ocean. And where we will leave off tonight, the ship hits the water. And from your forward cockpit viewport, you see water splash over the front of the ship, and she kind of settles down underwater and creates a Probably a 50-meter long trench in the ocean floor as she comes to rest underwater. And that's where we'll leave off for tonight.
Oof. Oh, that's intense.
Knew that volcano was gonna go. No, we can have a volcano did not go.
So we will pick this up next week on Wednesday night at 6 p.m.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you
right.
for running.
Awesome.
You're very
Thanks for
welcome.
the
Have a
guide.
good night, guys.
Peace out. All right.